Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be reopening South Waterloo International Airport. South Waterloo International Airport's code is Echo Sierra Whiskey. This airport I made about a year ago. It has quite a few different taxiways and a runway. Technically 2 runways, but it's not on the board. It's kind of just sitting there in space. I just put this up so there will be no GSC for this video, but I kind of want to give it a grand opening. So without anything else to say, let's get to it. Starting us off on the end, we have this Air Canada Express CRJ 900LR arriving in from Edmonton. After that, we have this American Airlines Airbus A321neo arriving in from Dallas, Fort Worth. Our next aircraft is this American Eagle Embraer 175 arriving in from Philadelphia. After that, we have our last American. This is an Airbus A321 in the flagship Valor livery. This flight is arriving in from, let's go, Miami today. Moving on, we have this United Boeing 737-900ER arriving in from Houston. And up above that, we have this United 737-700 arriving in from Raleigh, Durham. On the corner is this Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 in the California 1 livery. This flight is, of course, arriving in from Los Angeles. And at the bottom of this, sorry, not at the bottom, on the corner of the airport, we have this Southwest Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 arriving in from Atlanta. Up next is this Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 in the Old Desert Ghoul livery. This flight is arriving in from Phoenix, Arizona. Also, this airport is a Southwest hub and American Airlines in Eagle hub. After that, we have this Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the Freedom 1 livery. This flight is arriving in from Chicago Midway. Lastly, for Southwest, we have this Boeing 737-800. This flight will be departing out to St. Louis. Our only Frontier Airlines. This is an Airbus A320neo in the Poppy the Prairie Dog livery. This flight is arriving in from Denver and will be headed out to, I'm gonna go New Orleans. This airport does serve Alaskan Airlines. So starting us off, we have this Boeing 737-900ER in the One World livery. This flight is arriving in from Portland, Oregon. After that, another Alaska Airlines 737-800 in the Star Wars livery. This flight is arriving in from Seattle and will be headed out to San Diego, California. Moving on, we have this Alaska SkyWest Embraer 175. This flight is arriving in from Reno, Tahoe and will be departing out to Spokane. After that, we have this Spirit Airlines Airbus A320 operating as an A321. This flight is arriving in from Las Vegas in Nevada. On the corner of the terminal and one of the best places for filming, we have this JetBlue Airways Airbus A321 in the Stringer's Tail. This flight will be doing a turnaround to Boston Logan in Massachusetts. And a place to be determined for Delta Airlines. We have this 737-900ER. This flight is arriving in from Atlanta and will be departing out to Seattle, Tacoma, and Washington. Another Delta Airlines. This is an A321neo. This flight is arriving in from San Jose del Cabo in Baja California, Mexico, and we'll be headed back out there for a 2 times, it does a flight to San Jose del Cabo 2 times a week. on the A321neo. Up next, taxiing off of runway 27, we have this Alaska Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 9 in the West Coast Wonders livery. This flight has just arrived in from Santa Ana, California, an unusual route for the MAX 9, and we'll be headed out to Los Angeles later this afternoon. I'm still trying to find good angles for this side of the airport, but this is the Iceland Air National Geographic's Boeing 757-200. This flight has just arrived in from Reykjavik, Keflavik in Iceland. And right in front of us is this Delta Airlines Airbus A330-300. This flight has just arrived in from Amsterdam and will be departing out to Amsterdam again later. Currently taxiing in from runway 10 left is this Air Canada Express CRJ 900LR. This flight has just arrived in from Toronto and will be headed back out there in a little over an hour. At the bottom, I keep saying that, I apologize. Taxiing out the runway is this Volaris Airlines Airbus A320neo in the 100 Avions livery. This flight will be going out to Puerto Vallarta today. At the cargo section, we have these two Cessna 208B Sky Caravans. These are FedEx feeders. One of them has just arrived in from Carson City, and the other one has just arrived in from Cheyenne. These will both be going out there. They're a little over an hour flight each, and that is a daily route for the FedEx feeders. Up next is this FedEx Express Boeing 767-300 freighter. This flight has just arrived in from Indianapolis and will be departing out for Memphis later tonight. Lastly, at our cargo section, we have this UPS Boeing 757-200 freighter. This flight is arriving from Chicago Rockford, and in about 2 hours, we'll be doing the short flight out to Louisville, Kentucky. Just about to pull up to hold short for the runway, we have the Spirit Airlines Airbus A320neo. This flight arrived in from Baltimore a couple hours ago, and is delayed getting back out there due to an ill passenger. Holding short of runway 10 left, we have this Prime Air Boeing 737-800 freighter. This flight is about to depart for Cincinnati, Ohio. Just about to touch down on runway 10 left, we have this British Airways Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner. This flight just arrived in from London Heathrow, and we'll be doing a turnaround back out there later this evening. And in the hangar here, we have this U.S. Air Force Boeing C-17 Globemaster. This aircraft arrived in from Camp Springs a couple days ago and is getting some routine maintenance before heading back out there. That does wrap up the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. Maybe share with a friend if your friend is also into aviation, models, stuff like that. If you want to see more of this airport, South Waterloo International Airport, my fantasy airport based out of the Midwest, southeast of Denver, if anybody was wondering, then please comment thumbs up, and I'll take that into consideration for my next videos. We will not be seeing... Lucky that didn't break. My display case for my planes just came off of its hinges and fell on the ground. Nice. Okay. Well, I'm going to fix that. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I apologize for that loud noise, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Literally awesome. Yeah, that just like popped right off of there.